So I come in and I get my badge, and a bunch of these tickets print off. And I'm like, oh, this is really great. I get to see a bunch of shows included for, it's called the exhibition pass. So I get a bunch of these exhibition passes, right? And I start to walk into the main area here, and they stop me and they say, no, you can't come in here because it's before 10 o'clock. And I say, hey, I got all these passes. And they say, oh, if you have a pass, you can go in. So if you look around, I'm in one of these main rooms, and there's nobody here. So they definitely let me in too early because I'm going around, I'm taking pictures, I'm recording some stuff. I'm trying to get people's attention to try to practice with some of their gear. No one's talking to me, no one's looking at me, and I'm the only one that's not in a branded shirt or completely dress pants, dress shirt kind of thing. So I got let in probably way too early. So I have to wait 45 minutes before I can really do anything. I jumped the gun. Typical. Okay, so I had a lot of fun today, my first day in NAB. There's so much to see and so much going on that I definitely felt like a squirrel. I would see something and I would jet over to see it, and then I would want to go somewhere, see something else, and I would see something else, and I would go over to that. And it's just a whole huge sensory overload, and I definitely went to too many places, and I missed a couple of things that I wanted to go see because I was so excited, and I have way too much content for today's video, so I'm going to split it up. Some of the stuff I'm going to do today, some of the stuff I'm going to do tomorrow. Unfortunately for you guys, in today's video, I am not going to cover drones or cameras or camcorders or any of that stuff. Sucks to be you. Deal with it. What you do get to hear today are these things. Paul wanted me to come here and look up 360-degree cameras. That's a huge thing. VR is the next greatest thing, and blah, 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 blah. So today I looked at one camera that I thought would be perfect for us, and it's the Kodak PixPro SP360 4K camera. It's actually two cameras attached together, and it does the sort of same thing that we're used to. It records two images and you stitch them together. One of the things that Paul was trying to get me to find out is if you have to use their software or can you edit it directly in Premiere. Unfortunately, with the Kodak, you have to edit with their software first and then bring it into Premiere. We also wanted to make sure that we couldn't see a stitch line. Compared to the Gear 360, the Kodak's camera, you can still see a stitch, but it's not as noticeable. The good thing is, there's a huge deal that's going on right now. Not that we can do anything about it anyway, I don't think, but their website has the camera listed at $899. If you apply a promo code, you save $250, which drops the price down to $650. And on top of that, they've partnered with a company called PixPro, who's designed their drone to have mounts, so you can mount one of the cameras on top and one of the cameras underneath it, so you can have 360 VR videos in the air. That's pretty cool. And because of the oversaturation of drones in the market, they've slashed the price on it. So for just over $1,000, you can get a 360-degree camera plus a drone to fly it on. That's pretty crazy. I went to a panel where they're talking about the importance of 360 and how it's a great way to tell stories. I really didn't get a chance to ask any questions. They were only half-hour things, so people were just spewing out the stuff that they had done, and we didn't really get that deep into it, but 360 content's out there, and it's growing fast. Sennheiser also has announced a 4-channel microphone to pair with any 360 camera, so you can get 360-degree audio to go along with your video. And the best way to approach it is you take the microphone and attach it to a tripod. It doesn't have to be directly underneath, although it should, but if it sticks out a little bit in one direction, there's a way that you can edit it together so it still sounds okay. You can actually take the 4 microphone inputs and record it on a portable mixer, which we actually have now. So one of the things that I thought a lot about after we purchased our studio cameras and our control room switcher was maybe I jumped the gun a little bit and didn't do enough research into 4K on both of those things. So I thought I would stop by JVC, the manufacturer of our studio cameras and broadcast pics, and ask them what they thought of 4K for studio configurations, and neither one of them thought that it was something that would be on the horizon anytime soon. Broadcast pics actually said maybe 2 years out, and JVC, they don't have any plans at all right now, aside from their small field cameras. And the reason is getting good 4K image in a studio configuration is actually hard, and even though there are cameras out there that are doing it, JVC believes that they're not doing it well enough, so they're waiting for all the other manufacturers to make the mistakes, and then when 4K finally becomes more mainstream in a studio setting, then it actually makes a lot more sense. They'll invest in it and start making their cameras. Broadcast Picks actually had a really good way of looking at it. Some broadcast stations aren't even true HD yet, they're only 720. Basically, they were saying that 4K is so far out there as far as actual viewing, not just on your television, but just as the ability to get it to your TV is so hard and rare that they don't see a reason to invest in that either. When we stream stuff for basketball, for example, at the college, we actually have to dumb it down back to standard definition because we don't want to pay for the bandwidth to handle even 720p HD. So really the only place on campus that we're broadcasting in high definition is FLTV's streaming service. So even if we were at 4K, we wouldn't be able to send it anywhere. And that makes sense as to why they wouldn't want to invest in that right now. Most TV stations aren't even sending out full HD yet. We were talking to you guys at the college about how EditShare is going to get replaced soon. And we have all the money set aside. We were going to replace it in the fall. But just before I came here, they announced a whole new system, and it really rocked us, but in a good way. The new system actually comes with new software called Airflow. And the way Airflow works is, rather than you guys submitting DVDs into the mailbox of your instructor, you can actually just drop it into an EditShare bin, and your instructor can just log in from anywhere and review your footage that way. Yeah, no more DVDs. You heard me right. With the new system, we also get more storage space, faster reads and writes back and forth from the computers. So that means we can actually shoot and edit in 4K and not have any delay. And that's going to be coming. Probably we'll order it in the fall, but we probably won't install it until winter break, like December, January. So yeah, that was it for today. I got a lot done, more coming tomorrow. One of the things that people have been up my ass about is to go do something Vegas-y related. And I don't want to gamble. I don't want to go see nudie things. I don't want to walk around because I've been doing it all day. I did go somewhere and get some food that I couldn't get back home.
Oh my God!
So thanks for watching, guys. I'm having a blast. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Moving on, I spoke to the two manufacturers, moving on, I spoke to our studio camera manufacturer, JVC, and moving on, I spoke to the two manufacturers, moving on, the people that make our switcher, Broadcast Picks, I spoke to I just want to stop.